everyone, it's Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
And today is April 14th, and we're talking about day 2 of our Just So You Know article, Becoming a Modern-Day Sherlock Holmes.
没错，我们接下来继续讲昨天还没有讲完的如何成为现代的福尔摩斯呢？我们上次呢，我们昨天有提到一个 case， 在江苏的一个案件，对不对？透过鼻子，然后找到这个循线追查，然后发现到说，哎呦，在吃火锅的这个罪犯，然后就把他一网打尽，好，把他逮捕了，这样子。
Sherlock Holmes was so popular that the author became trapped by his popularity.
哦，是哦，所以在这里的话，老师提到一个很有趣的一个很好玩的资讯哦。他说，这个 Sherlock Holmes 福尔摩斯呢，本身是一个非常这个作者非常有名，所以甚至他被他的人气所给困住了。
So Sir Arthur Conan Doyle tried to make Sherlock Holmes a bad person, and then maybe people wouldn't like him.
OK， 所以曾经呢，这个作者想说，好啊，那这样，既然你们这样子那么喜欢我，可是让我觉得很难过的话，我干脆就把福尔摩斯写成一个坏人，这样大家就会唾弃他，然后这样大家就不会来烦我了。
Sherlock Holmes cheated on his wife. He beat his children. He smoked opium, and people still loved him.
What?
Yes, this is true.
哦，真的吗 ？OK，
Yes.
所以到后来他就把这个 Sherlock Holmes 这个角色呢，开始可能会殴妻啦，然后打家暴啦，然后打他的孩子啦，然后甚至还会抽鸦片呢。即便如此，大家还是好喜欢福尔摩斯。
Nobody cared. They loved him.
Oh, that's not fair.
Let's get into our story today. All right, let's get into paragraph 1. But before we do, today is a very important day in history.
今天是一个非常重要的历史上非常重要的日子。
It is. So, on April 14th, 1865, Abraham Lincoln was shot, and he died the next day.
哦天哪！所以这一天呢，其实上在1865年的时候，1865年的时候，不是刚打完这个 The Civil War，
Right.
对不对？刚打完这个美国内战嘛，在这一天，林肯呢就被枪杀。1865年的4月14号。
And on April 14th, 1912, the Titanic hit an iceberg and sunk the next day.
我的天哪！所以呢，另外一个很悲剧的事件就是1912年的时候4月14号，然后反正Titanic 就是泰坦尼克号，它出航了嘛，就没想到撞到冰山，然后就沉了。
And then 70 years later, the most important thing happened. I was born. Today's my birthday. Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Yeah, boy!
所以说，不是什么这种日子都是坏事嘛，对不对？也有好事会发生的。Thank God!
Yeah, boy! All right, let's get started. The Jiangsu hot pot case shows that the most powerful tool we have to solve mysteries is the human mind.
没错，所以在这里的话呢，他第一句话就写说了，好的，江苏 hot pot case 就是江苏火锅案，好，这个事件呢，如果你还不晓得这个故事的话，你记得回去听昨天的这个节目内容，你就知道说，哦，原来这个事件怎么样 ？Shows that the most powerful tool we have to solve mysteries is the human mind。没有想到最厉害的武器，最厉害能够解谜破案的这个工具，不是那些什么脸部辨识系统，而是我们人类的心智。
Don't say the powerful list. Why? Because 对形容词最高级来说，两个音节以上，没有 JYY， 前面是 the most 加 adjective. If it's 1 or 2 syllables, JYY, it's the 形容词加 EST or 2I 加 IEST。
没错，在比较级的变化上面要特别注意。如果像这种 powerful， 好，这种比较3音节的字汇，那一定是 more powerful, the most powerful tool 这样子的用法。
You don't even need to be a police officer to solve mysteries.
他这边说甚至你不需要是警察、警官就能够有破案的这种能力。
Anyone can do it if they are willing to follow some steps.
好，所以他接下来就说了 ，Anyone can do it。如果你想的话，人人都做得到。如果if they are willing to follow some steps， 能够按照以下的这些步骤，接下来一些步骤呢，你能照着去做的话，人人都可以当大侦探哦。
Now ask yourself, what does it mean in this sentence?
好，在这里的话，你在最后这句话里面，你看到 anyone can do it， 老师在问说 it 这个地方到底指的是什么呢？
Well, pick up your pencils and write your answer. Did you write solve mysteries? Because that's the correct answer. 答案 here 不是 mysteries 而已， it's anyone can solve mysteries if they are willing to follow some steps.
没错，所以这里的话，老师告诉答案，这个 it 指的是前面的 solve mysteries， 不只是 mysteries， 不然的话会讲 them， 对不对 ？solve mystery 解谜解案，所以是一件事情，所以在这边的话是 anyone can do it， 用单数的来表达前面破案 solving mysteries 这个字。
All right, let's take a look at paragraph 2 here. The first step is to take note of the details right from the start.
好，所以在这边的话，你再看第二段这个地方 ，the first step is to take note of details right from the start. Right from the start 就是从最一开始的时候就要注意所有的细节。Take note of 就是注意，好去掌握的那种感觉。
Now, take note of means to pay attention. We won't say take notes of. This right here, we can't use an S here. But can you say take notes? Yeah, in fact, I tell you to take notes all the time. Pick up your pencil, blah, blah, blah.
没错，所以在这里的话特别注意 take note of。如果在使用这个片语的时候 ，to pay attention to something， 这时候的话 note 不要加 s。但是如果你要讲到做笔记的时候 ，I want to take notes。如果说 Let me look at my notes， 一定都是复数的形态，所以在使用的时候务必要记得嘴巴要念一下 take note of， 没有 s 的声音在里面嘛，这样就知道说啊是用单数的。I want to take some notes， 那时候你嘴巴有那个词的感觉，这样就会记得哦。讲笔记的时候一定会加 s。
When you are investigating, keep track of everything.
When you are investigating， 你在调查案件的话呢 ，keep track of everything， 每样东西呢都要去追踪，都要去思考。
Hey, we have is, am, are, and a V-I-N-G. That means right now. We have a present continuous tense sentence here.
没错，在这里的话，你看到 are investigating， 这是现在进行式，这是我们正在做的事情，来表达当你正在调查的时候，你就要追踪每条线索。
Circle that is, am, are. Circle your V-I-N-G and write P-C-T or 现在进行. Write it down so you don't forget. Our next sentence says, if you are at a crime scene, examine everything carefully.
如果说今天呢，You are at a crime scene。很多时候你会看到，可能在这个 Netflix 上面，你会看到什么 CSI 犯罪现场，那个 CSI 的 CS 就是这个 crime scene。Crime scene 就是犯案现场、犯罪现场。If you're at a crime scene， 如果你在犯罪现场、犯案现场的话呢 ，examine everything carefully， 每样东西都要仔细的去看过。If you examine something, you look at it very closely.
That's right. And when you take an exam, E-X-A-M, your teacher is looking at your learning carefully.
没错，所以说今天你在 take an exam， 在考试的时候，其实老师很希望仔细的看看你的学习状况，所以他从 exam 出发，再加上 I-N-E，examine 就要注意它的发音哦 ，examine 它那个重音会变音哦 ，OK，examine 就是指仔细检查的意思。
Now, crime is one of those annoying nouns in English. It is uncountable and it's countable.
很讨厌的就是 crime 这个字，它本身可以当可数，也可以当不可数。
都可以. It's very flexible.
想怎样就怎样。
Our last sentence says in paragraph 2, you never know when a small piece of information, a detail, you've collected will help you later.
在这里的话特别注意的一个字就是 information， 你不能说 one information， 你要说 a piece of information， 因为 information 是不可数的用法，所以你要变成可数的时候会加 a piece of。所以在这边它这句话 ，you never know when a small piece of information， 你永远不知道说一个小小的资讯 you've collected， 你所收集到的这个资讯 will help you later， 你根本不晓得到后面它会发生什么样的奇效，搞不好在最后就在这个地方看出来这个端倪，然后就破案。
When I was in 8th grade, I didn't have a test day. So it was like exam time and I didn't have a test that day. And someone broke into our house when I was asleep.
Oh, really? 所以老师在他8年级的时候，他那时候刚好那天他没有要考试，然后他在家里头吧，然后之后有人居然闯空门进来，这时候老师在睡觉。
And the criminal stole a bunch of stuff and then ran away. I wasn't hurt, but it was very clear their fingerprints and there was a lot of evidence. The police could look and know who this person was.
OK， 所以说今天呢，老师在睡觉的时候，他就偷走了很多东西嘛，然后也留下了很多的指纹 ，fingerprints 就是很多指纹所以说我这个地方要问一下 Chris 老师 ，If you at that time, if you were awake, what would you do?
I was in 8th grade. I would probably scream and run. I don't know. I was 12 years old, right?
Yeah.
What can you do for probably an adult criminal?
Oh yeah, exactly. 所以在这里的话，如果你碰到这种事件的时候，你可能要保持冷静，要小心。可能老师就讲说，要是他当时的话，搞不好会尖叫吧，很害怕这样子。
But the police, they came to our house and they didn't collect fingerprints and they didn't collect a lot of evidence because they said they only have money to do that when someone gets killed. I didn't die, so they didn't collect the fingerprints, and we don't know who stole the stuff.
What?
Yeah.
他们已经留下指纹了，但是呢，警方来的时候，他们也没收集指纹，他们也没有去做任何调查。然后最后呢，问他说为什么不收集指纹呢？哦，不好意思呢，因为没有人受伤，所以说我们没有那样的预算。如果说有人被杀了或怎么样，变成从民事变成刑事或什么之类的话，他可能就会有预算去收集指纹，所以这很夸张哎。Oh my goodness.
Let's take a short break.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to more Enjoy English School and becoming a modern-day Sherlock Holmes, which I wasn't in 8th grade.
没错，老师刚刚有在提到说，在他之前8年级的时候，发生了一个有闯空门的事情。当他一个人在家，然后那个时候呢，闯空门的小偷进来，留了很多指纹，留下很多证据，说我来偷东西了。可是警方因为没有人被杀害，所以说呢，也没有去采集那些指纹。
And now to be clear, 不是被伤害，被杀掉。
被杀掉。
They only check when someone dies.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue with paragraph 3. After you have some evidence and facts, you can create or make a timeline.
OK， 所以在这句话里面就用到老师刚刚在叙述的时候用到的字 evidence。evidence 这个字就是证据的意思。这个字很特别的地方是在于说 evidence 你在使用它的时候呢，它是不可数的名词，所以你不能讲 evidence 然后再加 s 这样子，不可以。你只有讲 evidence and facts。好，在这里的话特别注意到事实还是可数的，我们要加 s。evidence 不用。所以这句话他讲说 after you have some evidence and facts， 一旦你有了证据跟一些事实之后呢，You can create a timeline。这时候你就可以把时间轴列出来，这个小偷是什么时候进来的，花了多少时间在偷东西，最后他什么时候离开的，大概有一个时间轴就跑出来了。
Understanding what and when things happened will shed light on the mystery you are trying to solve.
没错，在这句话里面呢，它的主词是Understanding what and when things happened 这件事情，知道说这个事情是什么时候，然后还发生了什么事情，这样的做法呢 will shed light on the mystery you are trying to solve， 就可以让你正在做的这个再去调查这个案件呢变得更加的明朗。在这里我们碰到一个实际的一个片语的用法 shed light on。shed light on 就是指 make something clear， 好让事情变得比较明朗，比较容易能够去破案等等。shed light 就是把光打在那个上面，这样你可以看得更清楚，所以它就是 make something clear 的意思。
Shed is a weird word in English. Sometimes you'll use it a lot, and then maybe you won't say it for a long time. In America, houses are big, so usually in the very back of your house, in your yard, you'll have this little room you'll put tools and dirty things. That's called your shed. And shed also means to open something a little bit. So when we shed light on something, it doesn't feel like a super bright light. It feels like a little light when you open your curtains in the morning and it's a little bit bright in your room. That's to shed.
没错，在 shed 这个字的使用 使用上面呢 ，shed 它可以当名词，就像老师刚刚讲的，可能在这个主屋的旁边有一个这种小小的工具屋啊，里面可能放了很多那种各式各样的一些器具啦、扳手啦等等的，有的没有东西都放在里面，或者还有一些那种东西，有点像仓库一样的感觉，那种小的那种屋子叫做 shed。另外一件事就是 shed， 如果 shed light on 是用打强光照吗？不是，它有点像是门开了之后，光慢慢透进来，让你看出一点点的那种感觉。所以在这里的话 ，shed light on 感觉上就是一点点的微弱的光，可以帮你找到方向，找到这个破案的途径一样。
And if you have a cat or a dog, probably the most common way to use shed is when their fur, their hair comes off. That verb is to shed. I have 10 cats, so they shed a lot of fur.
没错，所以说今天呢，如果说今天养了猫猫狗狗的话呢，你会发现到说它们毛可能都会掉了满地都是嘛，所以这个掉毛脱毛的话也叫做 shed。
All right, our next sentence says also, remember to follow every lead.
OK， 所以接下来说 also， 这是一个很好的 transition， 所以它第一部分就是要你说你要先知道整体到底发生什么事情，然后时间轴出来，接下来再来呢。Also， 这边就讲说 ，remember to follow every lead。lead 这个地方指的是名词，它意思是线索，每一条线索都要试着去追踪、去推理。
Although many clues won't lead to anything, 不要说 but, you should still check them out.
OK， 所以在接下来这句话说 ，although 老师刚刚提到 although 跟 but 不连用，对不对？好，虽然呢 many clues won't lead to anything， 我们刚刚前面看到 lead 当名词的时候是指线索，在这边看到 lead to， 它是一个片语的用法，就可以追踪到或是导致。好，你可以从也许很多线索，事实上它并没有办法给你任何的方向。但是呢 ，you should still check them out。不过你还是有必要去把它们看个清楚，然后放在这个脑海里头。You just keep them at the back of your mind. Maybe someday they may help.
All right, let's take a quick break. All right, welcome back to Enjoy English School, and let's look at our final paragraph here. Finally, if things get tough, don't give up.
最后呢，最重要的事情就是 finally 最后if things get tough, don't give up. 即便呢你碰到一些瓶颈了，发现到撞到这个很难的地方了，发现到怎么样都破不了案了，这时候呢不要放弃。
Pick up your pencil. The GH here is a little strange. GH is FF, tough.
这个 GH 发的声音，好，所以这是讲 tough。好，很多时候你看 get tough， 通常指的意思是指这种变得比较棘手了，好，或者是说今天you know what, I have a very tough day，意思就是指我今天过得很不顺，好，很多状况等等。
All right, our next sentence says, it can take months and even years to solve some cases.
好，接下来他这句话就讲到说，有的时候呢，好 ，it can take months and even years to solve some cases。为了要破某些案件，可能要花上数个月或甚至数年的时间才能破案。
Now, pay attention to the word solve here, S-O-L-V-E. And let's look at our next sentence. Solving mysteries isn't always easy, but you have a good chance of being successful if you are patient enough to keep watching, waiting, and thinking about the case.
OK， 所以这边的话，他最后讲了 ，solving mysteries isn't always easy。破案可一直都不是简单的事情，对不对 ？But you have a good chance of being successful。不过呢，你有很大的机会可以成功。在这里的话，a good chance， 你除了用 have a good chance， 你也可以说 stand a good chance， 用站那个字 ，stand a good chance of doing something or being successful if you are patient enough。好，如果你很有耐心的话 ，to keep watching, waiting and thinking about the case。如果不断你花时间有耐心的去看、去观察、去等待，甚至去思考这个案件，总有一天案件会水落石出，真相大白。
All right, look at the beginning of this sentence. Look at the word solve, S-O-L-V-I-N-G. 这个要去意再加 ing 吧。Next one, look at the word successful. get your highlighter out or just your pencil, circle the 2 C's and circle the 2 S's. Boy, that's tricky. Then look at the word patient. T-I-F-S-H here. All right. And then lastly, keep watching. 这个 keep 不可以用 verb to verb grammar. 我们不可以说 keep to watch. After keep, we must use V-I-N-G or a noun.
没错，所以这里的话，老师把很重要的一些发音的细节都点出来了，而且还有一个小地方 ，success 这个字呢，尤其是那个前面两个 s 两个 c， 对不对 ？S-U-C-C， 前面那个 c 呢是发 k， 后面那个 c 呢是发 s 的声音，所以你会听到 success，success。S 有没有？前面那个 C 跟后面的 C 发音是不一样的哦，所以很多小地方都要认真的听，把耳朵打开来，才能听到很多细节。
Ooh, that was a busy sentence. So, before we go to vocabulary review, anytime we talk about mysteries, I think of my mom.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why?
My mom loves to watch like murder mystery TV shows. They're very popular in America, and my mom is a huge fan.
所以说这个 Chris 老师的妈妈呢，非常非常喜欢看这些很多这种破案的一些节目啊等等，然后她喜欢跟着这个警方的脚步去思考去破案。
So when I saw our stories for today, I thought of my mom, and let me tell you, Mom, I hope you enjoy the show. I was thinking of you.
没错，所以 Chris 老师就说我在看准备这个课程的时候，我就想起你的老妈，妈我好爱你之类的。谢谢你，平常都看那些谋杀案啊那些东西，让我知道这些资讯，真好。
Let's get ready for our vocabulary review. All right, let's look at our vocabulary review. Number 1, a mystery.
A mystery 就是我们没有办法解决的案件。
Good. 取 y 加 i-e-s. Number 2, to investigate.
Investigate 就是调查。
Number 3, a crime scene.
A crime scene 就是犯罪的现场。
Number 4, evidence.
Evidence 这个字就是证据，别忘了它是不可数的哦。
Number 5, a case.
A case 也是一样是一个案件，但是它这边是可数的用法。
All right, we're out of time at Enjoy English School. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
第30页，生活快递，当你自己的现代福尔摩斯。
Becoming a modern-day Sherlock Holmes.
The Jiangsu Hot Pot case shows that the most powerful tool we have to solve mysteries is the human mind. You don't even need to be a police officer to solve mysteries. Anyone can do it if they are willing to follow some steps. The first step is to take note of details right from the start. When you are investigating, keep track of everything. If you are at a crime scene, examine everything carefully. You never know when a small piece of information you've collected will help you later. After you have some evidence and facts, you can create a timeline. Understanding what and when things happened will shed light on the mystery you're trying to solve. Also, remember to follow every lead. Although many clues won't lead to anything, you should still check them out. Finally, if things get tough, don't give up. It can take months and even years to solve some cases. Solving mysteries isn't always easy, but you have a good chance of being successful if you are patient enough to keep watching, waiting, and thinking about the case.